So I just heard that LA Mayor Karen Bass has fired LAFD Fire Captain Kristen Crowley. I guess this is the attempt to rescue her image after she left her city to burn for 4 days and then came home and tried to tell us, well, I was only gone over a weekend and 2 business days. Karen, please, fire yourself. This isn't going to work.
Let me just say that, yes, as the mayor of the city, the buck stops with me. I am in charge. However, the person in charge of the fire department, as I mentioned before, whenever there was a fire emergency, a weather emergency, or a hint of a problem, I am contacted directly, and not just by Chief Crowley, but by any of the heads of the departments. As you know, we have over 40 departments. When I talked about it with the fire chief, what she said is that we have warnings of Santa Ana winds a lot, but predicting this, and you saw, from the city, from the county, that level of preparation really didn't happen. So it didn't reach that level to me to say something terrible could happen and maybe you shouldn't have gone on the trip.
Why didn't it happen?
But to me, I don't know. I mean, I think that that's one of the things we need to look at. So 2 investigations are taking place. One internal to the city, and that's the Fire Commission, because that's mandated by the city charter. So the commission will hire an outside entity to examine everything, the pre-deployment, why were firefighters sent home, all of that should have taken place that didn't. And then also the governor has contracted with the Fire Safety Research Institute, which is a national institute that investigated what happened in the fires in Maui. So everything that happened, including that, needs to be examined. But I will tell you that I felt absolutely terrible not being here for my city and not being here for my family.
Yes, Mayor Karen Bass just fired the DEI fire chief, Kristen. A lot of people say she can't escape accountability. She should fire herself. When you go down this tweet, Crowley had accused Bass of defunding the fire department, which resulted in them not being prepared to fight wildfire. An official of Mayor Bass says Bass' office knew the wildfire risk before Bass went to Ghana. I have a leaked audio that James O'Keefe released. I'm going to show you what she said on that video. According to Karen Bass, acting in the best interest of Los Angeles public safety and for the operation of the Los Angeles Fire Department, I have removed Kristen. 1,000 firefighters were sent home on Chief Crowley watch the day the fires broke out. Chief Crowley refused to do any. In fact, I don't want to continue to read this because I get irritated. I did a couple of videos following this up. Let me go straight into this video from James O'Keefe so you can see the audio. This woman is insane.
And just in terms of my trip, just so you know, I'm missing 2 work days. That's it. And if President Biden extends me an invitation, I took it. And hopefully you can read in between the lines. But I would appreciate and it's hard for me to tell you this, but hold tight. You will understand soon. That the situation is very dangerous, and I would never do. I will take the criticism before I do a publicity stunt. And frankly, a press conference at this point in time would just be publicity.
I think the neighbors, the property owners, and the residents. I mean, 41,000 people live within a square mile here.
Yeah.
2 families share a 1-bedroom apartment.
But they want to hear that something is going to be done.
They want to know it's recognized. But they want to know it's recognized.
Exactly. But if I have a choice between that and compromising something, I just have to go along with it. It's not my area of expertise. I want to make sure that you are safe. And hopefully you can read in between the lines. But I would just appreciate And it's hard for me to tell you this, but hold tight. You will understand soon.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And when I am able to talk, I will be happy to go into great detail.
Okay. And you've got me on the street, and you're welcome to call me at any time. I'll call you right back.
No problem. And just in terms of my trip, just so you know, I'm missing 2 work days.
Okay.
That's it. And if President Biden extends me an invitation, I took it.
News we brought you at the top of the hour. There was a meeting behind closed doors a short time ago between the mayor of Los Angeles, Karen Bass, and the LA fire chief, Kristen Crowley. The two have been publicly contradicting each other on whether or not budget cuts had hindered the LA Fire Department's ability to respond to these wildfires that are burning tonight. Chief Crowley had been blunt, including in an interview on CNN here earlier, saying that her warnings about those budget cuts and how they were affecting her department had been ignored. But the mayor's office is denying an online report tonight that she had fired Crowley, her office telling CNN, quote, "This is false."
Period. Did the city of Los Angeles fail you and your department and our city? It's my job to stand up as a chief and exactly say justifiably what the fire department needs to operate to meet the demands of the community.
Did they fail you?
That is our job, and I tell you, that's why I'm here. So let's get us what we need so our firefighters can do their jobs.
Did they fail you?
Yes.
Chief Kristen Crowley, I believe the anchors wanted to ask a question back there. Had some comments.
We do, Gigi. If you could please ask her regarding the Times article that came out that the Santa Ynez Reservoir.
Yes, ask yourself why she took a decision to announce this at this time. When the public is not focusing on what is going on, she came behind the door and fired her. If you take a look at this person posted, Daily Mail reported last month this was happening, but at the time, back in the announcement, likely word of public outrage over doing this in the middle of the fire. It was also the same night Crowley had criticized early leadership. We saw this coming. She knew that if she take up that decision during that period, a lot of people would criticize her. She just waited at this time when Democrats are confused on what is even going on. Everybody is not focused again on that. She came behind the door and took this decision. You can see the politics playing out here.
About that. Sure. So my stance on this is when a firefighter comes up to a hydrant, we expect there's going to be water. We don't control the water supply. Our firefighters are there to protect lives and property and to make sure that we're properly trained and equipped. That's my position on this. So if there's no water, I don't know how the water gets to the hydrants. Please defer that to DWP or whomever controls that part. But I can tell you the resiliency of our firefighters, if there's no water, they're going to go find water. They're going to figure out a way to do the best they can with what they've got in a very dynamic situation.
Yeah, you can clearly see that this woman is a liar. That same day, a question surfaced to her like, you knew that this is coming, what happened? She didn't respond. She ignored all the questions. When things get to this level, she thought putting out this lady, people will forget what she did. This is the audio. I believe you've heard that. What she said on that audio, that's a phone call. She knew that something was coming because she wanted to stay in Ghana and enjoy a little bit. She took up the call from the White House and traveled to Ghana. This happened. What was the essence of Karen Bass firing this lady? I don't understand. This should have not even happened. People expected that she should even resign. So putting out this person at this time, I don't get it. I want to know your opinion pertaining to that. Yes, thank you guys for always been there sharing out my videos. God bless you abundantly. If you notice, I put clips after this video. That is for algorithm. You can stop here.
Well, I mean, I don't know how many sets you visited, but everybody was like, and then, you get, the closer you get to the actual set where the shooting is, and then that red zone.
And he did this little dance, like, I've been talking with these, with the governor of Hawaii about what to do. We got some ideas, or speculate, we're going to have some meetings. Like, he's doing
Really?
this. Oh, show it to him, Jamie. It's so creepy.
Around some land use concerns he has around speculators coming in, buying up properties, and the like. So we're already working with our legal teams to move those things forward.
Never in California questioned whether or not we as taxpayers in the largest state in the union should support the people of Louisiana at a time of emergency and need. We never condition it.
These people don't actually care. They're not actually trying to find a solution.
If you don't know, Karen Bass is a goner. She's gone. There's no chance of re-election.
The city will only purchase from vendors that support DEI, said the.
I remember when we had a fire when Trump was president, and he came in and he said, "You don't rake. You're not raking." And we all did jokes about it.
In policy.
The city of the Pacific Palisades is burning, and I flew here last night. I was on a plane.
You getting water to areas that need.
He's been trained.
Yeah, and then I think all our tax dollars probably went for Gavin's hair gel.
The Democratic Party has about everything.
The next department that appears to be on the chopping block is the Department of Education. Just earlier today,
tyranny is rising in the White House.
You are a slave.